Bills targeting crime, education, religious rights are among the first bills filed this legislative session in Kentucky.
WDRB's Conroy DeLucia explains what the priorities are, not just for lawmakers, but the people driving to Frankfort every day. Conroy?
Some of the biggest voices you might see on our newscasts are actually not from people on the House or Senate floor. They're people speaking up in committee meetings or at rallies fighting for their causes. Well, they told me about some of their priorities today as the session begins. While the lawmakers may come and go, the order stays the same.
Quorum is declared and the House is ready to proceed.
Beginning with the pounding of the gavel. The characters in Frankfort, however, go well beyond the chamber floor.
But I can't get back home without help.
This is Wesley Bryan, who lost his home in the 2022 Eastern Kentucky flood.
I couldn't sleep with my babies.
He is part of Kentucky Together, a coalition hoping that lawmakers will pass a budget prioritizing education, health care, affordable housing, and use some of the rainy day fund to help Kentuckians.
Food stability and keeping a good education system.
Human rights across the board.
Ultimately, the direction of the session is up to the Republican supermajorities in the House and Senate. For weeks, they've laid out their own priorities: a sweeping public safety bill, education, which includes a focus on JCPS in light of the transportation debacle. But Speaker David Osborne says a possible split of the district is not on the table at the moment.
I don't believe that there is a consensus on what needs to be done yet. I believe that you will see something done to address what may happen in the future.
As for the budget bill, which they have to pass, Speaker Osborne says they could use some of the rainy day fund, but the details of that budget are not finalized yet.
It'll be filed as soon as it's ready.
During the years of past sessions, the protests have gained many headlines, but Brenda Rosen and others will continue showing up throughout the next 3 months.
And trying to have our voices heard for those whose voices, aren't here. And at the end of the day, I have to feel when I go home that I did everything that I could.
To them, having their voices heard is so important, even if the vote does not go their way. And as for tomorrow, the House and Senate will gavel back in at 2 o'clock, and then the governor will give his annual State of the Commonwealth address. And we do expect things to really pick up later on this week. And Fallon, one of the first things that we're expecting is that crime safety bill that we've heard about, known as the Kentucky Safer Act.
And we'll see what happens. All right, Conroy, thank you.